that widescreen, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. There we go, that's right, isn't it?
There we go.
Yes, YouTube. We're at Burlish Bike Park today. Me and Woodsy. Come to have a nosy and see what it's like. Yeah, not been here before. I know it's all about jumps. I'm sure there'll be some stuff that's too big for me and there'll be some stuff that I'm quite happy with. So let's see how it goes, eh? Like, comment and subscribe. Peace. So they've got a decent car park, quite a lot of space for parking, quite a few up here as well. Just be careful of this ramp up, slow down, it's quite a ramp up into the car park. See people's bumpers getting quite close to that ramp. Imagine just living in this street and having this on your doorstep. Living the dream, eh? Living the dream. The map. Alright, we'll see. Just a toy shed. It's cool, isn't it? Yeah, well the kids that don't ride bikes could just play, couldn't they? Yeah. Good use of a container. Toilet block. Cool, let's have a look. Oh, what's he doing there? He's just come out of the ground, didn't he? Yeah, okay mate. Mate, this ground is wicked. Like all weathers. Looks like they've got runoffs as well for the water. Looks like a good dual slalom, that does. Races and that. Just look at those lips, you can land safe, can't you? Pump out, roll, woof, woof, woof. I like the look of that. Keeping the areas tidy. Cooper's dual slalom, let's go racing. Little seated area. The Rosy Route Family Trike Trail. I wonder what all this looked like before, eh? The ground is so hard, his saddle's twisted, isn't it? Yeah. I bet there was all these little, I bet they didn't put them in, I bet it was all just like that. And this was, yeah, just small little paths that the locals come and walk the dogs through or something, but. That's pretty, I like the, should we have a look on the left first?
Yeah. I think this is that cut out bit that just cuts through it, I think.
Right.
Drop off carrying on to where we stop.
Mate, they ain't gonna have to do any maintenance on these trails, they're packed so hard.
Yo.
Project 5. Wishbone. I don't think I'll be touching mainline today. Mainline? I don't think so, mate. They're a bit, them jumps are a bit tent-like for me. Jumping tents. From there, around there, is the Moto X line, which is another fairly big jump line. I think I probably should have that first one. Okay. Big. Yeah, the kids around here are going to be sick on a bike. It's so cool to have these opportunities on your doorstep, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just become more and more comfortable with it. Big sends. Oh, massive. Let's finish this line off and then we'll have a look down there. Yeah. Well done, mate. Sick that was.
Yeah, cheers.
It's as big, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh? When they're made well though, you find, like, as long as you don't like do something daft and panic in the air, and you know when to push your front down, you should be alright. Should be.
Not anywhere in there.
It's alright, isn't it?
Try small one first.
I mean, we're walking in the trail here, aren't we?
I don't know, could you show me how to do it?
Alright, let's get around this corner before someone comes down. It's funny, off-piste has still got my attention. I think that's everything, isn't it? At a guess, would you say? We missed anything?
Oh, I think if you just follow this, no, this is like about halfway around at the end of the drops on the XC loop.
Yeah.
On the map anyway.
Should we start with a run of the XC loop? Then,
Blast some cobwebs and lungs.
yeah, and do some of the other stuff that's within our capabilities, and then we'll do some dual slalom.
Our capabilities.
Yeah, which might be mixed, it's fine. Little cheeky skinny in the trail. Not much height on it, so it's pretty safe. There are some tables over there as well, which I'm going to talk about later on, because they're perfect for learning how to jump. So although we've got all the big gap stuff over there for the senders, there is some stuff for people to learn on. So you can sort of progress to the bigger stuff eventually. Just doing, so this is part of the XC route, I'm guessing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which we're using as a walker's path. No one's actually rode past us yet, so I don't know how much use the XC route gets. Maybe it's like the little ones use it more. There's a lot of these little, I mean, they're all blocked off, aren't they? I don't think they're... Cool, alright. There we go, we've been around. I'll show you them tables later on. We'll go and get the bikes and have a little razzmatazz. It is actually £5 for a session here, which is for the whole day, isn't it? And then what you can do is pay £30 for the year. I think there's a family pass for the year as well, which might be 50 quid. Someone else told me that, but the guys had told me this morning that it's £30 for the year. Now, if you came, paid £5 for the day, and you enjoyed the day, you could then just buy a year pass and have the £5 taken off the 30, so pay £25. So kind of like try before you buy, if you like, which is quite nice of them, isn't it? Yeah, happy days, like it. We're having a, what?
Family trike trail.
Oh yeah, the family trike trail. We're having a little pootle around the family trike trail. I know I've just walked you through this. We are going to pick up the pace slightly in a minute. We're going to do the drops and the tables and come back round. Do a little bit more of a climb. Right, do the drops. Straight in for the big one. Woo! Nice berm. Oh, I like that. That's cool. We'll have a little session on there, I think, just to build his confidence. It's quite good, isn't it? So this is like, this will end up being like a little bit of a push-up path, won't it? Come on, we'll do that again. Shame to see people are leaving rubbish here when there's bins everywhere. It's a little bit disappointing. Right, Woodsy is going to show us how good he is on a bike now, and hit 2 berms and then a drop off. I've told him if he doesn't get high on the berms, I'm editing him out. Ruthless tactics. But he signed up for it, so yeah, let's see what happens there. Oh, not very high there, and he skipped that one. Hey, safely over the drop though. You skipped a bear, mate.
Yeah, I've seen it. Nice. I've seen that little
roller.
Yeah, and
You thought, sod what Ryan says. He has got a little bit of a weak wrist, so don't want to do too much of a heavy landing. He definitely skipped that bear, mate. I'm still putting it in. Bless him. I'm going to tell him that I'm not putting it in there.
big one then.
You going for the big one? Yeah. Alright then.
Don't feel it.
Fair enough. can just roll this, I think. You can roll it. Yeah. After you, Fred. Okay, so Woodsy's going to come and just do this line for us with the 2 tables in. He just had a quick practice run. We'll see what his second run's like. He'll admit like he's not used to doing jumps, so it'll be interesting to see what a sort of beginner run jumps does with these small tables. I've told him not to go too fast because you can overshoot them. It doesn't take much. Still probably too fast that, but nice. Now I was looking through the lenses, so it was hard to tell, but I think he cleared that quite well. Yeah, I think that was really good, mate. Yeah. You feel good? It sounded smooth. Because I'm looking through the camera, you don't get to see the detail, so I couldn't tell where your back wheel landed, but
I feel like my back's coming up high enough, whereas before I felt it was all front and like kind of just falling forward.
You look like you actually popped and transitioned.
Yeah, I tried to.
Transitioned. Oh my god, has he been like practicing and not telling me? I think he has, you know. All this taking his bike somewhere but just to see the views might be a lie. Yeah, nice, man. Oh. Got the second one. Bit too fast for the first. Hey. That's it, C route. I need a bit. Caught up with him a bit too fast there. Sick. So that's Josh. Since we got here, I've just seen Josh doing that line. I was like, mate, I've got a YouTube channel. Do you want to drop that line on it? He was like, yeah, go on then. Sick. Let's just quickly introduce him. You got Instagram?
Yeah, I've got Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah, do you want to shout it out? You remember it?
No pressure.
Oh, I don't know. It's
Above.
quite a tricky name to like.
Alright, well, drop me a message on Instagram and I'll tag it in the video. Project 5. Okay, we're at the dual slalom, and it was Woodsy's decision to have a race. Yeah, not mine, it was his decision, but we're going to make it fair. I'm going to give him a head start, but we're going to work out what that head start looks like as well. So first of all, we're going to roll both of them each to work out which one's faster, which one's slower, and then we'll work out the time once we've picked one.
For confirmation, I meant us racing the kids.
Oh. No, we can't race kids. Right, so no pedals. Let's get to this edge here so you can just roll in. So no pedals, yeah?
About half a pedal.
No. Go. So I think you're on the faster one, however, you can pick up quite a bit of speed on the one that I was on. Like if you brakeless and you roll out. I mean, I started braking here, did you?
Yeah, on the last bit, sorry.
And I don't know what's going on with them triples.
Something just kicked me up like that a bit.
Yeah, like I think with that you got to push down your bars like BMX style.
Impressive.
Yeah, because at first I thought, oh, I'll just gap this, and then I was like, gap it to what? A lip. Like after the second white roller, there's a third roller. Like, so I'm not clearing all three on this for sure. Right, do you want to stick or switch, or do you want to try the other one out?
We'll switch.
Switch, yeah. For the race or for?
No,
just to try it out. Okay, we're going to try it out. We're going to stick to what we said. Okay. Well, yeah. Just without doing the times, what's your preferred side first of all?
Right.
You preferred right, yeah. So it's the quicker run. 3 seconds, all right?
3 seconds at start.
Yeah.
Pedalling as well now.
If you want to pedal, yeah. Yeah, I mean, my pedalling will only be the first. It'll be just a drop in, really, for me. After that, I ain't pedalling. I'm just positioning.
I'm feeling confident, man. You can have 2.
2 seconds head start, mate. I'll rush you with 2 seconds. That's like 1, 2, boom.
No, that ain't 2 seconds, man. That's half a second, bro. 2, go.
Go on 2 or 2.5, because that was like 1, 2, 3. Like the goes are 3s, isn't it? Then 1, 2, go. That's 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So is it 1, go on 2? Or is it 1, 2, go?
1, 2, then go.
So it's 3.
No, 2.25.
Oh boy, okay. We'll see. Nice stone. Right, so we're having a standing start. Bikes are over there. That's Woodsy's starting point. Would you say this tree?
No, that tree over there, man.
This one?
Yeah.
This one here?
Yeah.
That's more than 2 seconds, that is.
Push me over up here, Eva.
Ready?
Yeah.
Steady.
Hang on a minute. Is it go then, guys?
Go on, go. Okay. Ready, steady, go.
Toy, that is. That's a toy all day.
Yeah, it is, to be fair. Mate, it's so scary going into that, ain't it?
Yeah, man. My foot right on the pedal, right on the right, but I don't have chance. All time to change.
Okay, you got the draw. Right, so the last run was a draw. We've just had a little break. It's now time for the finale. We've done the seeded runs, done the qualifier. This is the finale. We're going to do the same gap, but on bikes.
You get more of a run.
So no running. Well, but yeah, you got a head start.
Yeah, uphill.
I tell you what, you said it. I'm a junglist. Yeah. Oh, I bet you're in the wrong gear now, ain't you?
Yeah.
And I am, so that's fair. On go. Go. Ready, steady, go. Oh mate, come on. And I'm further back than the tree, don't forget as well. All right, fair enough. Ready, steady, go. Oh, come on, oh, no! Cheetah, what do you mean? Hey, 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 hey! I've definitely got the win then. Definitely got the win. Yeah, give us a champion's high five. Sick. Cool. Well, it's been fun, hasn't it? Yeah. Let's go down here. I'm just going to say goodbye to Hannah and Tammy. There's bike storage, isn't there? I'm ready to leave my bike up against a bench. Ooh. We're in. Mate, you're knocking all the kids. You're knocking all the kids' bikes over. So, as you know, I'm at Burlish Bike Park. I'm now sat here with Hannah, and you started all this up, didn't you, Hannah?
Yeah, it's been quite a journey. So we are 4 weeks into actually being here, but it's been 3 years in the making. So we were donated the land in September 2020. Yeah. The landowner didn't even know we owned the land, but there's been dirt jumps on site for over 30 years, and there was an old BMX track as well. So it's always been well used as a woodland for cycling in. But the landowner found out they owned it and decided he didn't like it, but fortunately he saw the community value in it. And so he wanted to donate it to my cycling charity, and that's how we got started. So we had to get the funding, the planning permission, load of surveys done. It was just go, 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 like 16 hours a day, every day. I haven't had a weekend in ages, haven't had a day off in ages. It was like, just keep going to make the Burlish Bike Park dream come true. And it still hasn't sunk in yet. I still haven't had a moment when I've gone, we did it. We've actually done it.
Did you actually cut the tape and like open it, or did you just
my mum and dad cut the tape. So we had like a pre-opening event. Oh, yeah, and people were like, you're going to get the mayor in. I'm like, no. You're going to get the celebrity. I'm like, no. Nobody cares more about this, my mum and dad, and the volunteers, and the kids. So they are at the heart of it. Yeah. No phonery, that's what we are. And that community vibe and that standard that we set is everywhere in the bike park, and that's what we love and that's what we've always wanted. Super. Yeah, we were talking earlier on, the locals that ride here are really welcoming and really supportive. They give tips, they back each other. You can tell there's no snobbery or anyone showing off. It's a really good vibe they've got down here. So what's the future look like then? So we're 4 weeks in, feel very fortunate just to rock up here and not have to put a spade in the dirt for you or anything like that. I just get to come and ride. What's the next few weeks look like for you? Okay, so at the present, we've got a green family trail, we've got a blue-grey dual slalom track, and we've got 5 jump lines, 1 blue, 2 red, 2 black. Yeah. In terms of planning permission, that's what we're allowed. Right. But I'd love to put in another jump line and a bit of a single track around the outside, so I need to see how I can play that. Okay. Because it's all still very much a case of council's got their eye on it, council's wondering what's going on, and you know, everything that we're seeing is amazing, and they need to kind of go, this is really cool, we need to support this further. Because there's no local authority badge on this, this is literally all us and all the volunteers that are here. But to expand it, we need to get financially viable as well. And we're 4 weeks in, it's going well so far, but it's a case of we want to make it as accessible as we can. So the prices are all cheaper than chips. It is. £20 a year for the kids, £30 a year for adults, £50 a year for family of 4, or £5 for half day, 7 days, a full day. So we don't want money to ever put anybody off coming. Yeah. But at the same time, we've got to cover our costs. If we want to expand, we need to make sure that we get the money to do that as well. So it's all future, see what we can do, see what happens. Yeah, and I'm sure that'll come because it'll be based on how good the park is, and I think this video will show that it's got loads of opportunity for progression, so that's definitely going to be an interest for people. But is there any way of people like supporting funding wise? Is there like have you got a funding page or anything like that? Yes, we've got a QR code stuck up right behind you. So just linked to PayPal just to chuck in some funding. We have still got a live page on Crowdfunder, that went really well, everyone's been amazing. And then it's just rock up, buy a coffee, buy a sandwich, have a packet of crisps, get your membership in, all of that, buy some grips. Everything that goes through the till, get some stickers, goes straight into Burlish Bike Park. So nothing's going off to any shareholders or anything like that. Everyone is working here as a volunteer and giving their heart and soul and all their time into it. So buy a coffee, buy a piece of cake,
Perfect. Well,
Everything helps.
I'll get the scan code up on the screen for everyone so they can scan it. Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Thanks,
Thank
mate.
you. Well done. Well done. I'll definitely be back. I haven't bought the pass yet, but I'm going to get a family one, I think, so we can get the kids down here as well.
Yeah, get them all
Neve will
over.
love it down here. That'll be really good
Brilliant.
for progression. She managed to master. Well, same master. She managed to be brave enough to do drops at Twisted Bike Park last week.
Twisted is cool as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think we're ready to move on and do some bigger stuff. So we'll
you
get
go.
her down here. Well done.
Awesome.
Fist
Thanks a
bumps.
lot.
Well done. Oh. Wicked. Gonna say hello as well, Tam. In the background, doing all the fancy work.
Volunteering, making a show us some of the coasters.
Let's get over there and show some coasters. Look at these.
Hide the cake.
Wow, artistic. Did you do all them yourself, or were you just polishing them up for him?
I made them, so cut them all down, cut them all up, and then chose the sizes, did the designs.
26 ain't dead, Dave. We had a friend. My brother-in-law was called. Your background four cross?
100%.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
4 times the fun.
There you go.
There we go. Cool. Great. Well done, guys. It's a cracking spot. Very happy, and we will be back
Awesome. See you at Malvern's.
at Malvern's. Cool. Well done. We're a lovely bunch. They're such a good team of guys working here. Full of energy and enthusiasm. I'm quite happy that I've got here so early at the sort of early stages of it being open, just to see how it develops and moves on over the next few years. But yeah, come down and support it, because it's quite easy to just go and set up a load of jumps in a bit of woodland without permission, and that's kind of what this was to begin with. And then once the landowners, as you've heard, realised that this is going on, he said, like, I've got to either let it go, get rid of it, or pass it on. And thankfully, he passed it on to someone that was able to make something of it. And now we have a bike park, which is only an hour down the road from where I live, that we can come in session big jumps on. And big jumps are hard to come by. Once upon a time, we only had trail centres, and a lot of trail centres wouldn't even have jumps because it was too big a risk. So yeah, please come down to Burlish, check it out, get yourself an annual pass, buy some merch, all the rest of it. It's well worth it, and it's if anything, it's really good to put some money back into the sport, isn't it? Cool. All right. Well, that's it. Trails don't pay bills. Signing out. Peace. Shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it.
It looks like we're not sat as close to each other as we are.
I know. Yeah. Right on top of each other. Right. We'll get started. I've kept my helmet on.
Do you want me to look at that or look at you?
I don't know. It's a bit close for looking at each other, isn't it?
But it doesn't look like we're sat that close in there.
No,
because
no.
on the camera it looks like we're quite far
It's
away.
quite distant. Well, maybe we'll mix
It's a
it
bit
up.
uncomfortable though.
There you go.
Huh?
Don't lean in.
Don't lean in.
Don't lean in.
Yeah.
Like this, like, yeah.
All right. Okay. Cool. Huh? Yeah. There you are. Yeah. Catch it. Yeah.